Hey Virgo, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, November 27th to Monday, December 4th, 2017. Now what's going on for you this week, Virgo, is right here where Mercury and Saturn is in your 4th house of home and of family. Okay, I think there's a big commitment that you're going to have to make here in your home and your family life, to commit to focusing on home, doing home, working with your emotions and building something that's really, really important to you and really core to your being in some way. And I think this week you're having a lot of serious conversations about what's going on at home, maybe making a lot of big decisions too, and thinking a lot about something that you need to do at home to feel more comfortable with yourself emotionally and to really build something that's important to you. I don't think this is a new thing because Saturn's been here in this spot for a while, and because Mercury and Saturn were also conjunct last week, but I think there's still more conversation, still more decisions yet to be made that you are thinking about. Okay, I think as you're thinking a lot about home and family, there's stuff going on here too where Jupiter is in your 3rd house of talk and of communication happening. So this is like a super powered week to communicate for you and to think about things and to plan and to strategize. You're Virgo, so naturally that kind of comes naturally to you anyways, but it's something you're still going to have to do a lot of this week. I think you're trying to think and communicate here about your home life, about what kind of home life it is that you want in some way to just feel better and make it more familiar with you. I also think a lot of this communication here is going to be where Neptune is here, because Jupiter is going to trine Neptune in your 7th house of partnerships and of other people. This is the one-on-one variety, a marriage partner, a business partnership, or even a contract perhaps that you are signing or have to sign. And I think you're communicating a lot about that, about some kind of contract that you have, communicating with a marriage partner, with a business partner in some way about what it is that you need to feel more comfortable emotionally, to build something really, really important to you on the inside, and to have the kind of home and family life that it is that you want. And I think these conversations are going to be very good for you if you can talk to people about them openly and honestly. I do think, however, it could be a little bit uncomfortable as you're having some of these conversations. That's because we do have Venus here in Scorpio, where it does not like to be, maybe making some of these conversations a little bit hard for you to have, especially when it comes to money, and especially again when it comes to your relationships coming in here. Venus as well in a trine with Chiron, again, making some of these conversations you're having with others just not feel right. They're not comfortable. Maybe there's some hard conversations coming in. I think I've been talking to my Virgos about that for a while, but really needing to have the conversations, especially with Jupiter and Neptune here, saying even if it's uncomfortable, if you can have these conversations with people that it is that you need to have, it's really going to help you figure out what you need emotionally inside and to build more of that stability in your life and at home that it is that you've been missing. All right, so that's what's going on for you at the beginning of this week, Monday through Thursday. Okay, then on Thursday, what we get here is we get Mars, which is going to be in your 2nd house of money and stability and your gifts and talents and your confidence, making an opposition over here to Uranus, which is going to be in your 8th houses of changes and of instability. So what could happen on Thursday and towards the end of the week is that there could be some unexpected changes you need to make in your life, some unexpected endings or beginnings that come up, and also some unexpected financial investments. 8th house is typically the house of money that goes out. Money goes out in the 8th house. And I think what you're going to have to figure out how to do here is how to find more of that stability in this instability. In this instability that's coming up, you're going to have to figure out how to be confident about it, how to rearrange your finances, your income in some way to match some of these changes that are happening in your life and some of these other things that are going on here with Mars. Okay, because Mars is the faster moving planet. Even if some unexpected changes and financial investments come up, it's ultimately the Mars that's going to have to readjust itself. It's ultimately your income that's going to have to make the change, how you make your money, or what your income looks like. Also maybe you using different gifts and skills and talents. I think that's the part at the end of the week when all is said and done that's ultimately going to have to make the moves to accommodate some of these unexpected changes that have been coming up in your life. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Then after that, as we move throughout the week, I'm going to erase it because it's getting a little messy. Where are we? Okay, so this is where you are, Virgo, just so you can place yourself on the chart. This is your 1st house. That's why I write it. So that's you, Virgo. Towards the end of the week, what we get on Friday is we get Venus here moving into Sagittarius, which again is your 4th house of home and family. So after you've been trying to work out relationships while Venus has been in your 3rd house, communicating about relationships or with relationships and about money, and maybe that's been a little hard for you, I think as you move towards the end of the week, you begin to get a little easier for you, okay? Especially when it comes to communicating with other people about relationships and money, and you begin to think more about, okay, now that I've had some of these hard conversations, now that I've had some of this difficult thoughts about what's going on, how can I really start to build a home life with people, with my finances in a way that can bring more of that stability to you and make you feel much better coming in at the end of the week. At that time, the sun here, also in your 4th house, going to be making a square over to Neptune in your 7th house of partners as well, maybe bringing up some confusion too about other people in your life and about how you build a home life with other people and how you can bring more of that stability into your life with your relationships that it is that you're committing to or that you're working out, okay? The square again with Neptune can bring confusion, but the goal here being not to be confused, how to get the clarity. Squares indicate things you need to bring together, 2 things you need to do together, even though it's a little bit of a struggle. And that for you here is you really need to figure out how to work with other people in a way that is better for you, in a way that can create the home life that it is that you want and bring you more of that stability into your life. And I think that's what you're trying to figure out at the end of the week, is how you can finally like rally your relationships here and your the other people in your life to help you create the home life that it is that you want. I think people can help you, even though it's been hard, even though you've had to maybe make some readjustments with relationships or have some hard conversations. And I think you got to figure out how you can start to bring people on board with you to create something that's really important to you. On Sunday, we also do have the full moon here in Gemini, which is going to be your 10th house of career, really asking you to end your career, end your life direction. Maybe you thought your life was going to go in one direction, and I think the full moon here is saying you need to end that. You need to understand your career, understand your life direction and where it's been going and everything that's happened to you, so that you can finally give yourself over here to your home life, to your family, to doing things at home and with family that are really important to you, and to building more stability in your life that it is that you need in some way, okay? Because we're going to have a big new moon here near Saturn at the end of next month, really saying home and family is the focus for you. That's what you need to go on. Any, visions you had about your life or the life direction that your life is going in, I think you might have to learn how to make your peace with this week and to, do what needs to be done so that you can finally start to have the home and family that it is that you want. All right. And as you're starting to commit more to home and family coming in the next few weeks, Mercury also going to start going retrograde here to help you figure out, okay, if I'm doing the home and family thing, if I'm really committing to building something really important to me that is right with me emotionally, what do I need to change? What do I need to do different in order to make sure that my home life is going to be for me, to make sure whatever I'm building is going to be really good for me in some way? Chiron here also coming direct this week, I think, going to make it a little bit easier for you here to move forward with some relationships and some things maybe that have been hurting you in the past, to create more of the home life that it is that you need, and to start to build more of that emotional stability into your life, okay? So that's what I've got going on for you this week. Your card, the Empress, I love it, upright. This is a card of creativity. I think of intuition, also a pregnancy in some way, because this woman's normally depicted pregnant. And I think this week is a good week for you to get right emotionally, for you to be creative, for you to listen to your intuition and inspiration to figure out what is going on inside you, and maybe to give birth to new projects and things going on that are happening, especially with the first quarter moon coming on this week. If you don't feel that way, maybe you need to figure out how you can get right with yourself emotionally, how you can nurture yourself. The Empress, a good mothering card. How you can nurture yourself in some way, understand your emotions, and be comfortable with your life and what it is that you need to do so that you can feel better about some of the decisions that it is that you're making. So that's what I've got for you this week, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.